Hello. Last week I had a lecture and we were learning about neurons and how they develop, and how the basal ganglia interacts with the reward system. But at the end, our lecturer shared something interesting. Motivation doesn't create action. Action is what builds motivation. It made me realize that maybe we've been seeing things backwards. We think we need to feel ready or inspired to do things. But what if it's actually the other way around? Like a rock on the side of a mountain. What if by acting first, we create the very momentum we've been waiting for? I did some studying and I learned a little bit more. There are many theories that talk about self motivation and how we see ourselves, but two of them really stood out to me: the self perception theory and the cognitive dissonance theory. The first says that how we see ourselves depends on what we see ourselves doing. The other says that we decide who we are. And because of that, if we don't align with that image of ourselves, it creates an uncomfortable feeling that motivates us to change. These two theories, to a degree, go against each other, but that just shows how complex and complicated things really are. As I read through, it gave me hope, realizing that I didn't need to wait for motivation, because that may never come. What I needed to do was to create action, even in spite of how I feel. And that's when I came to realize what happened to me is exactly what my lecturer prophesied. I didn't have the motivation to share this, but now that I have, I do. What's nice is that research shows it's not what counts as effort, but how you see it. Sometimes the smallest things, when you look at them the right way, is exactly what you need to feel. For some of us, the hardest thing to do is to get up in the morning, to wash the dishes. But you deserve to be proud of yourself and give yourself credit where credit is due. We sometimes think that how we are now is how we will always be. But in reality, nothing stays the same forever. Someday, even the mountains will fall to the sea. In the end, who we are is what we do. Motivation isn't something we wait for, it's something we can build. Every step, no matter how small, is a step towards becoming the person we want to be. It doesn't have to come from deep inside of you at first. It grows through your actions. And with that, until we see each other again, I hope you take care. And goodbye.